How's it going, YouTubers? This is your one and only Python Versus here. And today, guys, we're pretty much going to be talking about cleaning your guns, making sure that it works proficiently, and not be clogged up with, carbon or anything like that, or lead. I'm going to be showing you guys pretty much how I clean my gun, and the products that I use to clean my gun. Now, there's multiple ways that you can clean your weapon. There's a lot of products out there that you can use in order for you guys to clean your weapon. There's also a lot of simple products that you can use. Some people actually use simple green and some, pretty much some car lubrication on their guns. It's pretty much, the much simplest way and the most DIY, in my opinion, the most DIY way to clean your weapon. Other people, some crazy people out there, but they be using WD-40. I don't know why, but yeah, crazy folks, man. Anyways, today I'm going to be showing you some products that I use to clean my weapon, and one of them is I use mil-spec CLP cleaner. There's a problem though with this that a lot of people have been telling me is that it cleans and it lubricates, but sometimes the lubrication, let's say for example in the cold or something, it can actually not really function properly. It can actually malfunction your weapon slowly. Some say that that it actually doesn't work well in the cold. And me, for example, living in a state like Alaska that's pretty cold, I can't afford to have my weapon jam on me in certain situations like that. So there's a lot of products out there. You got what are they called? I think they call the Hopes 9, something like that. Sorry if I butchered that, but yeah, the lubrication oil that they use. This also I use for my weapons. I did used to use dry lube. That's what it's called, traditionally dry lube, but I would not recommend you use this. One reason why I wouldn't recommend you using is because pretty much it leaves like a dry white residue on your weapon, and for some reason it stays there unless you clean it off again with an actual different type of lubes like this or any other lube product. But it does leave like a white residue on your weapon, and it looks disgusting. So yeah, this I would not recommend you use this. But mainly today, what I want to try out and test out, I just brought this product. It's called Shooter Lube, and this is the solvent cleaning one, stage 1 actually. So I'll be cleaning it with this first, and then we're gonna go to stage 2 afterwards, which is to lubricate your weapon afterwards. Another thing about this product, there is literally no smell on this product. Usually with brake cleaners and CLP, any lubrication to clean your firearms with, this usually has like a smell that's like pretty much your spouse or somebody's gonna complain about. With this, there's no smell whatsoever. Some people get headaches from using CLP and any other lubrication, but this, you're not gonna smell anything. I mean, some people say that you can actually drink this, but please, all right, don't do that. Don't go out there doing stupid shit like that, and then all of a sudden, bam, oh, Python told me I can drink it. No, I did not tell you can drink this, but some people have said that. So please don't do that, all right? But yeah, this is perfect for those people that are sensitive, when it comes to those type of smell. So first things first, before we try out this new product that I just brought, we gotta make sure that we clear our weapon. So you guys can see there, I have a dummy round in there. Empty that bad boy, empty that bad boy out. Make sure your weapon is cleared. So you guys can see it's cleared. Now sometimes you have to check in there clearly, just to make sure, because you don't want, by mistake, there could be a round stuck in there you don't even notice. Usually, it will pop out, the round will just come out when you cock your weapon back like that. But in some cases you just want to be safe, and obviously just point it in the safe direction, and just press the trigger. Obviously someplace that if you have people down below, make sure you don't do that. But just make sure you point in the safe direction. Press that trigger, make sure it's all clear. Now, in order for us to continue, let's make sure this weapon is fully apart. Alrighty, so we finally taken this weapon apart, and as you guys can see here, I mean, I have about, I want to say I put about 500 rounds through this without not cleaning it at all, and it's a little bit filthy, so it's time, it's time for a little bit of a cleanup. So, I mean, it's not too bad, but yeah, you see some carbon there, some carbon right down here. So yeah, let's get to cleanup. Now, things that you will need for this, obviously, like I said, you need cleaning product. And as you guys can see here, I have some shooter lube. Get a rag. I got a microfiber cloth here that I can use for that. Or an old style t-shirt that you don't want to use. I have one of my old military t-shirts that I don't use anymore. So yeah, things like that. Oh, also make sure you guys have a bore snake, which is very important in cleaning your barrel. So make sure you have a bore snake. Make sure you guys also have a brush. I got a little bristle brush here to be able to brush off some of the carbon. So pretty much this is mainly how I clean my weapons. I go through, give it a little spray in there. Let that sit right there for a little bit while it cleans up. Spray a little bit of, here we go, some solvent in here. Then you let that break the carbon down for you. And then especially here, especially in here, so you guys can see here, let me show you, right in between here, you must clean that. You don't want that getting clogged up. So let's make sure we get the barrel cleaned up. And let that sit down there. Do the same here. Let that bad boy sit there for a minute. Then we go back to our barrel here. Oh. We start brushing. Start brushing in there, breaking down that carbon. Let's move this out of the way for a little bit. But yeah, you know, you start brushing in there. Break down some of that carbon that's in there. You know, it's not, don't really much overthink what you're doing. Just make sure, you know, you're trying your best to get all that carbon out as much as you can. I got a bad habit of not cleaning my weapons after the range. I mean, you know, I have a lot of weapons to clean up. So when it comes to cleaning my weapons, I try my best to avoid it. I think the only weapon that I pretty much clean the most is my daily carry. And that's mainly because, you know, in instance, I don't want a situation where, you know, I go through in a jam. I'm in a situation where I need to use my weapon and it just jams up on me. I really don't ever want to be in that side of the shoe. So yeah, you know, just brush up in there. So you guys can see there, it's looking much cleaner now. So yeah, just brush up in there. This solvent is working pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's working amazingly. I use a lot of CLP, you know, a lot of products out there to clean weapons, and this is actually great. So there you guys go. I mean, clean it up as much as I can. Still a little bit of carbon there, but it cleans it up perfectly though. There we go. Alrighty. So that's there. Let's make sure we get the, oh, there we go. You know, brush that guy out of the way. And then obviously here, this is one of the main important parts. You gotta get in between there. You don't want no carbon in there. Clean up that bad boy there. Get in between there. Yeah, these brushes is a must. You know, for you guys to clean your weapons properly, I recommend you guys to use some of these brushes. Ooh, look at how much carbon is there. I don't know if you guys can see that. But let's see if I can remove it. Just, yeah, look, it just comes right off, no problem. Look at that. Nice. Yeah, I'm loving this product. This product is pretty amazing. Alrighty, now let's get the bore snake in there. Here we go, just drop that bad boy in there. And then I usually do about 2 2 passes just to make sure it's clean in there, you know. I tend to do about 2 passes. Let's do one more. Yep, there we go. So there we go. I tend to do about 2 passes. Just so you guys can see, nice and clean in there. All right, moving on. There we go. And then after you guys are done brushing, go get your microfiber cloth or your shirt, or whatever you guys have, your towel. Just start wiping that solvent right off. Got some on my damn light. Jeez. All right. So you start wiping that solvent right off, you know. Make sure you take all that solvent out. Oh, also don't forget your spring too. That's another one. I almost forgot that bad boy. Can't forget that. So there we go. Let's get this bad boy in. Move all that solvent off. And there we go. Let me brush this real quick. There we go. Alrighty. Now it's time for the oil. So here we go. I like this little needle oil thing that they supply me with. This is perfect. Alrighty. It makes the job much more easier. And pretty much you want to hit the points, you know, that's going to be pretty much the mechanism, the parts where it's going to be hit and things like that. You want to hit those with the oil. Move that out of the way. So let's put some right here. There we go. Want to make sure you hit that. Let's put some right here. There we go. All right, so we have some there. Put some here. There we go. Obviously some right here. Right there. And then let's put this bad boy down. Well, that's there. Let's go back here to the, oh, here we go. Put some, you know, just put somewhere you know there's going to be friction between, you know, the mechanism of the weapon and stuff like that. Just make sure you guys, you know, put some nice oil there. Put some right here. Right here. I usually tend to run my weapons dry, so I'm not really into putting too much oil on my weapon, but yeah. And that's pretty much it. I usually tend to put some right around here. And that's pretty much it. Now let's get this bad boy back together. And there you have it, you know, you make sure, you know, your weapon is working functionally, you know. Make sure you cock that barrel back. There we go. You know, make sure that pretty much all the mechanism is working perfectly fine in there, you know. Do a little function check, you know. There we go. So there you go, that's pretty much how I clean my weapon, you know. Now this Shooter Lube product, this surprised me a lot. I mean, it cleaned my weapon as much as it took a lot of the carbon out, which it amazes me because sometimes, you know, using, you know, CLP, other products, Hopes 9 dry lube, or just a regular wet lube, it didn't really work out as much, and it will leave some carbon on there. But Shooter Lube, it knocked down most of the carbon as much as possible, which it amazed me. And it cleaned it up nice and perfectly. Now, if you guys want to pick yourself up some Shooter Lube, I do have a discount code for you, which is KYJ4Guns. I repeat that again. It is KYJ4Guns. All right. So if you guys need some lubrication for your weapon, there you guys go. Go pick yourself up some Shooter Lube. And yeah, man, I mean, let me know in the comments what you guys think of it. Have you used this before? Pretty much what do you guys think of it? So far, I'm in love with it. I'm in love with it so far. And it's probably the only main lubrication and solvent cleaning product for guns that I'll probably be using from now on. So yeah, like I said, also discount code will be in the description below. So yeah, go pick yourself up some Shooter Lube and test it out, guys. Anyways, I'm out of here, guys. Stay dangerous and take care of yourself out there.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to